What is the best gadget in Siege X? Today, I'm going to be ranking every primary gadget in the game. And you might be wondering, is this another tier list? No, because this is not from the pro tier list we did with Coach Fett and Super. That is based on the operator's whole kit and also how they do in Pro League. But this list is going to be mainly from ranked, and I play in the highest elo every single time, so you can trust me. I'm going to be ranking solely on just the primary gadget and how it compares up to all the other ones. So that way you know what gadgets to use and which ones to avoid this season. First up, we have Striker. Now, Striker is literally all gadgets, but that's what makes her great. She can have the combination of EMPs, grenades, heart-breaching gadget, flashbangs. And in this meta, where pick and ban is a big thing, that she is very versatile and can fit into almost any lineup, whether you're solo or stack, no matter the rank. Therefore, we're gonna have to rip right off S. Now, next up, we have Sentry. Is this any good now? Now, in my opinion, Sentry, even though you might have like a deployable shield and C4, impact grenades, barbed wire, it might seem kind of boring at first, but think about it. Let's say if our teammates are all locking operators and not really placing a gadget. I think Sentry can actually fill in those roles and play those map control points that you really need locked down. So with that being said, I'm actually gonna have to put Sentry at B tier. Next, we have Sledge's Hammer. Now, this is a soft breach, OG. You know, you're able to literally make some great vertical holes that can win you some rounds. And really, like, his hammer does pierce through the floors a lot. Like sometimes, you know, you hit the wall, the floor, and it doesn't break all the way. But I think Sledge's Hammer definitely belongs in the A tier. The only reason why I wouldn't put Sledge a little bit higher compared to other soft breachers we will be ranking later is that you do have to be close range. You can be vulnerable sometimes with having your hammer out. And really, like, there's not that many parts of the map on certain bomb sites where you can just sledgehammer in the open. So unless you're behind cover, it is a risky move. Thatcher EMPs. It's larger radius than the secondary EMP, and you also have 3 of them. Now, really thinking about it, there is no counter to Thatcher except for 2-Brow, because the 2-Brow is ice, so once the ice is down, it doesn't disable the gadget at all. However, with people more modernized these days, they know how to K-trick, Bandit trick. Bandit is a big counter to the Thatcher. But otherwise, I mean, disabling, you know, Jaeger ADSs, it does disable every other gadget in the radius, but it doesn't destroy it as it used to. Thatcher used to just break every gadget in sight. That's why he was so overpowered. But now he's just kind of like a very temporary one. You kind of just wait him out. So with that being said, I'm gonna have to put him at B tier. Smoke Grenade, or some people like to call it AOD, which means Area of Denial. Now, Area of Denial is really good in Siege because, well, you can't shoot back at it. It just stops you. Smoke does a lot of damage to you. It wastes some time and it can even save your life. And even if you throw a bad smoke grenade sometimes, it still makes the enemy so they can't push through it. And as an OG Smoke man, I used to play Smoke a lot for my Challenger League team, and he is so good. He truly is timeless, which means he's gonna have to be in the S tier. Mute Jammers are an interesting topic because he has had a very high rise recently. The SMG-11, the shotgun, is, you know, Gadget having 4 of them. He's just a very good, like, site operator that can just frag out. But obviously, this is not because of his kit. This is his actual gadget. You can counter like 60% of the entire gadgets, drones, heart breaching stuff, other gadgets that are like electrical. Anything that can be detonated, which is mostly everybody, he counters them. Even on the roam, you counter Deimos, Mute, Dokkaebi, all very meta ops. So his gadget is strong even if you place it in the wrong spot. I would put him in S tier, although he does lack in the wall denial area because he does deny walls, can deny doorways. But I think he's very good temporarily for wasting time, but he's not a, you know, round winning decision. So with that being said, I'll bump him down to A tier. The Ash Breach is just a firing round that can destroy mirrors, destroy deployable shields. Now in this meta, if you want to counter Clash, he's not the best because Clash can just pick up the shield, but most Clash players might not be that active. But if they have a mirror, Ash is a great direct counter along with Kali, which makes her gadget a little bit better than it used to be. As long as they don't have a Jaeger or Mai, you can clear out a lot of utility on a doorway, barbed wire, you know, Goyle gadgets too. And you have 2 of them. I mean, they work against any wall gadget, and that's something you come across every single round. So with that being said, I'm gonna have to put it at A tier. The only reason I wouldn't put it any higher is just the lethal capability of it. You can't really kill anyone with it, obviously, unless they're 1 HP. But I just think it's just very good for just clearing utility, but it's not anything more different than like a grenade or a Zofia charge. C or D? You know what? I think chat is right. I was thinking of like pushing like basement on canal. I mean, what can I use it on? A barricade, opening a hatch. I guess like if you want to destroy barbed wire somewhere, but like the gadgets. You can shoot Melusi as well. I think it's like a glorified Gone 6. So I think B is the highest. All right, next up we have Thermite. Now Thermite, obviously, you know, it's always a question. Well, who's the best hard breacher? Everyone's going to say, oh, it's Ace, or they'll say it's kind of hard because it's all situational, right? Well, in the recent change, Thermite can actually have a lot more dynamic pushes if you use Aurora. We've seen in Pro League where they put on the Aurora gadget and then they blow up hatches that you can't even get with Cade. It makes a giant hole. It makes it so you don't have to vault through it like Aces sometimes. But really, if you just need a big, like, huge hole line of sight, he's pretty decent. The only thing is, it is very easy to counter him by shooting it, any kind of charge. Anything that just does 1 damage to it, it will break. And also with bandit tricking, he's the easiest person to deny, along with Habana. But with the right EMPs, timings, he's almost a guaranteed one of them is going to work every round. So I'll actually have to put Thermite at A. Castle Barricades. Castle Barricades can cover lines of sight because they're bulletproof, and this can really unlock map control for you. However, we all know the teammates that block you out of sight, and it can be really frustrating. But honestly, that is a user issue, not the gadget issue. Considering there's a lot more soft bridge capability, like punching it, sledge, Gone 6. It's not that hard to get over, but it can definitely make the enemy work for it. So with that being said, I'm actually going to put Castle's gadget at B tier because it's very rare that, you know, you're castled out of sight in the last 15 seconds of the round, or maybe someone was able to kill part of your team because a castle barricade was up. And castle barricades are usually the first thing to get opened up in the first minute of the round because they're a very easy target. Your boy Roy won't be happy. Shit, man, he can preach to the choir. Pulse's gadget, it's literally wall hacks through a wall. The range is a little limited, and the timing that you have to see the information and then take it down. In the right hands, it's super deadly. But even if you're kind of casually just using it, I mean, come on, it's a walking dot on your screen. You should be able to see them. However, like I said, the delay between the, you know, information and taking it down, it could be a completely different thing. So with that being said, I'm gonna have to put it at B tier. It's not too bad, but also not too overpowered. Now, if they rework Pulse where he was IQ with, you know, scanner out and pistol out, oh boy. I mean, we already have a lot of those people using the Pulse rework right now in high rank. Don't you think cheaters are just using the Pulse rework right now, guys? Twitch drone. Now, I have my ranking already for this one, but think about it right now. So many gadgets in the game. You have Goyo cans, who's brought almost every round that can really destroy your team's push. Fenrir mines, well, my gadgets. Any gadget, like, it's 80% of the defenders have gadgets that can be broken with a Twitch drone. And really, you can down people as well, you know, if they are about to be injured and you can't finish them off. But like, you have 2 of them, they're quiet. You can destroy about like 2 gadgets each. That is almost more than Thatcher at times. And it's pretty easy to use. And, you know, some players are not the most, you know, aware. So I'm about to put Twitch at S tier. Like, obviously, unless you just drive the drone into sight carelessly, you know, you can't have a bad ROI with Twitch. Monty's shield, that thing is pretty much S tier. I mean, if you think about it, the gadget itself, it's a walking drone. You can't shoot through it, and I mean, it's pretty easy to kill people sometimes, so it's very hard to be bad with Monty. You just have that bad aim. Doc stim pistol, honestly, it's super easy to use. You can revive people a lot. Everyone, I think, is on average, Doc uses about 2 stims, almost all of them every single round, and it can really save you a lot. Now, obviously, your enemy, you know, your teammate has to be alive for you to use it. So it's kind of just like extra insurance on your team to stay alive. But one thing I do want to mention is that it used to do about like, what, 50 HP a stim, but now it's literally to your full HP no matter what. And you can even get over stim sometimes for temporary health. But like I said, you have to be alive to use it. And the self-revive, oh my God, don't even get me started, bro. I'm gonna put this at A tier. But that self-revive thing, dude, he becomes 50 Cent. That guy can take fucking 5 Cali shots to the face, fucking a whole Tachanka mag to his body, and still get the fuck back up. I think we're gonna put him at A tier. Okay, Rook Armor, I don't need to say anything, bro. I said D tier, bro. Guys, I don't care what you say about, oh, but you can get self-revived. Yo, that shit dog booty, bro. You are finishing anybody that gets down with Rook, and like, if you're down, you're already down at that point. Like, the chances of them self-reviving is very slim every single round. A high D, bro, he D no matter what, bro. You know what? We're gonna fucking name this Jinx C4. Next, we have Glaz's Thermal. Now, Glaz used to be OP because he was thermal no matter what. It was like having wall hacks back in the day. But now you have to stand still, but you can still see people for the most part through smoke. And since he's the only person that has this, I am going to pair his weapon with this. I know we're not including any kits, but I mean, come on, like his thermal scope would not exist without his gun. So I'm gonna have to, and it is 70 damage. I'm gonna have to put it at A tier. And I know people are gonna fight me in the comments, be like, oh, but the glass, you know, he's situational, blah, blah, blah. Okay, yeah, he's situational, but when he does his job, he does it fucking phenomenally. While that smoke is up and you're using your thermal, your chances of winning is like a shotgun close range. I got my ranking from Coach Fett. Can battle your opinion against a major winner, but like try and rank. I guarantee you're gonna get more kills than you think. All right, guys, we get PTSD whenever we hear the noise of this gadget, but it's fuse. Cluster charge. This thing launches about 4 pucks everywhere. So 4 grenades in one gadget is kind of insane to think about. Like, think about it. Imagine if I told you Striker had 4 grenades. You would be like, oh my God, that's so OP. But that's literally fuse. He kills anybody that's near it, destroys any gadgets that are not even in the radius of it because it covers so much radius. Shields get destroyed. Jaeger devices get burned out. All gadgets that are on the floor are gone. However, obviously you have to find the right spots, and sometimes there's not anywhere you can fuse. But I mean, if there's soft flooring, a reinforced wall, the fact that you can pierce reinforced walls is pretty nice. So with that being said, I'm gonna have to put his gadget at A tier. It's kind of tricky to kill someone with it, but if placed right, it really does its job correctly. Capcan Gadget. I guarantee we walk into about like 5 Capcan traps a week. Okay, maybe like 2. But guys, if you hit a Capcan trap, you are literally chalked for the rest of the round. Yes, I'm saying we. Everyone watching this right now, I know you ran to a Capcan trap yesterday. Don't think you're slick. Don't try to be nonchalant about it. I mean, if you are keeping an eye out for it, it is pretty easy to spot, but it adds, you know, extra droning for you on doorways. But really, man, I'm gonna have to put it at A tier. Now, again, I know it's a little easy to spot, but like if they are placed in pretty like discrete corners, and you can really punish a lot of people who are just playing aggressive. And late round 2, they're not checking for the doors. Now we have the Chonka's launcher. Remember, this is area of the Nile, and you can deny more time than I don't want to say Goyo, but you can deny it definitely more than Smoke. The only issue with the Chonka is that the reload time is obnoxiously slow. The area of the Nile is a little small and the lineups can be kind of tricky. But if you put some practice into it, I really think the Chonka Schminka launcher can be B tier. You can also run through the fire a lot really pretty easy. So you kind of have to use a lot more ammo to cover one spot. But like I said, it's kind of hard to get the timing down if your teammate's not, you know, covering you, and you are very vulnerable when you use it. But yeah, if I had to choose between Smoke or the Chonka, I'd probably pick Smoke. Blitz's Flash. This turns a gunfight into a 50-50 to a literally 95 to 5%. The 5% is when you knife his shield blind and you hit fire and you headshot him. But if you're going up against a good blitz, he knows how to crouch, and you know you're not using the shield suppression. That's an S tier. IQ's Gadget, where you can see gadgets at the walls. You can also ping them for your team so they know which one you're actually looking at. However, I think with players just being a little more familiar with all gadgets, once you see a gadget, you know exactly what it does, what it's meant for on a certain part of the map. But you can hunt down people like Vigil and Pulse. But really, depending on where you are fighting on the map and how close you are to him, it's not really more efficient than just getting a drone and just taking a regular fight. However, IQ is definitely good for that like flexibility, you know, to help thread the needle through your push. So I'm going to put it at B tier. Jaeger's ADS. Now, Jaeger has had ups and downs. You know, he's lost his ACOG, had his gadget nerfed, lost his barbed wire. Shit, next, they about to take away his primary, like stealing candy from a baby. However, he does counter a lot of gadgets. Anything that can be thrown on an attack is countered, especially Capital gadgets. Now is a new change. Especially like if you just pair it up with other gadgets, it can create stronger win conditions. Mira, shields, even Clash. Frick, even Azami. So with that being said, I'm gonna have to put Jaeger at B tier. Bandit batteries. First of all, I'm just gonna put it at A tier. The reason I don't put it at anywhere higher is just because Maverick does exist, who is very strong right now, and you can shoot bandits from below very easy. They can only be in front of the reinforcement. You can just wallbang the floor and get them. But the reason why I put it at A tier, almost S, is because he counters every heartbreacher in the game except for Maverick. Because bandit tricking also bypasses most EMPs. So it's basically like a big fuck you to anyone trying to get the wall open. And also you feel really good when you get a successful bandit battery trick. So we'll put him at A tier. Buck shotgun. You know, Buck is very good for rotates and close range fights, finishing off enemies who are like 50 HP, close range. But his shotgun is very consistent at opening up up holes in walls and rotates through your team. He can also shoot through 2 floors at once, which is a pretty nice feature. I'd say his vertical gameplay is as effective as Buck or Sledge, but soft breaching wise, his ability, I mean, is just very good. So we'll put him at A tier. Frost Mats. I'm going to put Frost Mats at probably B. The reason why I wouldn't put him at A in any higher is because it's just pretty easy to shoot. Everyone knows it's like muscle memory. Even if you're on defense, like type 1 in the chat if you're on defense before and you run out, spawn peek someone, and then you kind of shoot the floor under you. I'm sure it's happened to you guys a few times. Like you always look down for the frost mat, but it can catch a lot of people off guard for hatch drops, or even, you know, them walking up a staircase. And guys, I never walk into frost mats. I'm a pro player. Guys, come on. Joey, please don't put a clip of me hopping on a frost mat like last week. Next, Blackbeard. Okay, we're just gonna put him in S. I mean, guys, it's a shield that can scope down with an AR. You can take around obnoxiously well because of the shield sprint mechanic. I don't need to see anything else. Valkyrie cameras. I mean, if they're not shot, you get an insane amount of value with Z-pings, and Z-pings are the yellow ping in this game, not the red one. Because if you use the red one, you're going to piss off a lot of your teammates. Always use the Z button or the yellow ping, whatever you guys call it on console, because it alerts only your teammates. You can see it, not your enemy. I think just because of the Z ping, we'll have to put Valkyrie at A tier. I would put her at S, but like it's a big blue light or whatever, you know, your team color is. You can see it pretty decent. And if you're just looking around for it, it stands out because Siege is a very like beige brown background game. Capitão's Firebolt. A lot of changes with Capitão. I mean, if you shoot at the ceiling, it's going to go down no matter what. Covers a lot of ground, kills people, gets them out of hard corner spots. And if you think about it, if you bring Capitão for every site, I mean, you have smokes or you have like lethal fire. I honestly want to put him at A tier because if you think about it, he's like a pocket Goyo where you can put it anywhere with infinite range, and like your enemy is forced to do something about it because or else they'll just turn into Anakin Skywalker. But please battle with me in the comments. I want to hear why you think Capitão would be less than A. Cav's Silent Step and Interrogation. Interrogation gives you wall hacks everywhere on the map and can possibly chalk an entire attack. Cav also counters Jackal, but I remember Fett saying something like, Vigil's the best roamer because he counters Deimos, Jackal, Lion, and multiple other drones. But if they bring Jackal, he's fucked. But then you can just bring Cav against the Jackal. But that's obviously more of a complicated round, and that's not gonna happen in ranked. But yeah, her Silent Step is pretty nice. I would put her at probably B tier. Because interrogations don't happen every round. I'd say they happen like once a game. Hibana's Pellets. I'm lucky enough to put her at S tier because you can break soft walls, break reinforced walls, break hatches, break castles, and hard breaching capability, you can use that anywhere. It means you can open up almost 90% of the walls unless they have a wall denial. And she has a pretty decent amount of it, so I'm gonna have to put an S. Echo's Yokai. I mean, let's think about it. You can deny people off plant, you can stun people, temporarily throwing them off their push. You have 2 of them and you can move them around. Is good information, especially when your teammates are dead. They can use it as well. I'm gonna have to put him at A tier. I think without the invisibility, his gadget can be heard and possibly shot if you're using it, you know, you're driving it around sight. One Echo drone is bound to get destroyed no matter what because it's just people just have eyes and they have a gun. But the second one is usually not really seen because they're too busy on the rest of the round. But yeah, A tier, still strong. Jackal got nerfed. You can only spot someone once a round, but he still has 3 tracks. Now, I think Jackal is good for like if you're too lazy to like, you know, if you're trying to find Vigil, right? You don't want to drone him and then like drone every single room. Even Cav, well, Cav can counter it. But if you want a direct location of where someone is, Jackal's pretty good. I think Jackal's B tier. Like he's not bad for like early game. You know, you can really just counter someone like that. Mira on the wall. Mira can be countered by Kali, punches, Ash, Hibana, Twitch drone, shooting it from behind. But there's a reason why she gets banned a frick ton. Even if you do bring those gadgets, it's not like it's like a 90% guarantees. There's that 10% where like your teammate just dies early and just doesn't destroy it. But yeah, end game, if you're up against a Mira, it's just like the shield. You're done. So you're getting evaporated by the Mira. So we're putting out our A tier. Ying Candela. You can shoot them, but if you don't shoot them, you're fucked. The blind is not only a sound cue, it's a visual. Yeah, it turns a gunfight into like a 70 to 30% chance you're gonna win it. However, when a Ying gadget goes off, I think someone is like, it blinds a very large radius like fuse. You can put them on door frames as well. I'm gonna have to put it at A tier just because there's like bulletproof cameras. Warden is very common. Also, I mean, there's that slight chance where like you just look away from it and then you get blinded for like a little bit, but then you can see right away. Lesion. You know, honestly, like Lesion's not that bad. I think Lesion definitely belongs in S tier just because he's super, you know, he's super handsome, has an in-game charm. He can block counter shields. He can just counter a lot of things. Ooh, sorry about that. I don't know what happened right there, but what did we rank? We could probably put Lesion S. I just got a feeling, you know. Ella's mines, they can counter shields, deteriorate your hearing, your visual sensitivity sometimes too. I'm gonna have to put the Ella mine like low-key, like a high B, just because, I mean, it is very temporary and it's kind of hard to act off right off the instant of it. But like you hit the gadget a lot and it could be really good just for, you know, sound coverage, watching your flank. Dokubi's gadget, I'm gonna have to put it at A because like most of the time you Dokubi call generally, and then you maybe hear like 1 to 2 people, but you still have to push into them. This gives you information. They also stand in a mute jammer and it'll just go away. But ultimately, it's not the biggest decision of you winning a fight, but it's still, you know, it's still decent for like a one-on-one fight, which is why I'll put it at A tier. Vigil's ability, it's pretty much S tier. If we're talking about actually A tier. Really, I'm just thinking is like, yes, you do counter Deimos, you do counter Jackal, you do counter Lion, but like it's very small. It doesn't like win you gunfights. Also on a drone, you are seen glitching no matter what, which I think is kind of a dumb change. But yeah, and also like it's decent. I think it's A. Zophia's launcher. You have the impacts and the 2 concussions. I would say it's A tier because think about it, 2 impacts. It's like Ash, but also having extra 2 flashbangs with it. And if you are unaware of where someone is in a room, you just shoot a Grismot into there, and if it goes off instantly, it means someone's obviously in there. You can burn ADSs and overall just, you know, push the enemy back with it. What's nice is that it goes off instantly. So if Clash is trying to like, you know, pick up her shield, destroys whatever instant. Lion's scanner. I think the best part about Lion's scanner is that you can use it like just whenever someone's walking around. And also you're trying to prevent a refrag. One of your teammates get a kill, you pop that lion scan and it forces the enemy to stay back. The fact that you affect all 5 players at once for them to stand still and they move, they get pinged. It's a pretty like threatening gadget and you have 3 of them in the round. So I'm about to put it at A tier. I think you can heal all players around you and you have 3 of them. And I've saved a lot of rounds just by healing my teammates when they lose like 30 HP. And the fact that you can self-revive as well, it's a very easy gadget. I'm gonna have to put it at A tier because you also can cancel all gadget effects on you when you are hitting a Fenrir mine, Ella mine, you're flashbanged, it's all gone. But yeah, the fact that you can heal up to almost full HP with Finka is pretty good. Maestro's gadget, dude. The fact that he has 3 of them, but the gadget itself, it's bulletproof. You can't punch it if you place it high enough, and it can kill people and destroy. You have unlimited ammo with it, but it can't get destroyed by Gun 6, and you can just shoot it when it opens. I think it's A tier. Alibi's gadget, C tier. Alibi is just, I mean, the fact that it does ping you, it gets an active ping on you, which can be a little bit better than Rook's ability, but yeah, that shit dog, bro. Maverick, oh my god, Maverick, just S tier. You can open up anything with Maverick. You can destroy castles, you can break maestro cams, bulletproof cams, a blowable shield, and open up any wall. You counter 2-brow, you can counter anything. You can even blow torch someone to death if they're getting pounded by shields. Clash's ability, it's a walking deployable shield. However, the space that you can use around it is pretty tight. It can get destroyed pretty easily too. I'll play the A tier. I think the fact that she doesn't do damage when you shocks anymore is a little bit of a nerf, obviously, but it's all right. Nomad's air jab. You can prone to shoot the air jab, but otherwise it's like a 85% chance someone hits it. Bro, when you play Nomad, guaranteed 1 air jab is about to go off around, at least 1. But I mean, obviously, it's a good thing if they don't go off. Obviously, they're placed correctly. This means no one's flanking you. So A tier. Cade Claw. Bro, Cade Claw, Loki. Oh, it's very close to S. I think just with EMPs being a thing, Maverick being a thing, grenades destroy it very easily too. It's a very stationary gadget, so it's not hard to like figure out your way around it. Okay, yeah, he gets banned a lot, but I think A tier. Gridlock's gadget. We have 4 of them. It provides a lot of cover. I'd say it's a solid B tier. Mozzie's pest. It's pretty tricky to hit him sometimes. If he hacks it, it's not that hard to tell the difference between a normal drone and a friendly drone. I'd say he's B tier. Not the hardest thing to get over, but I mean, it's just situational. He's still decent though, B tier. Nox gadget. If we're talking about her doing her job, it's S tier, but I'd say it's A tier because you don't affect gadgets. You still hit every gadget. The fact that someone sees that slight chance of you on a camera, it's probably A. Warden's ability to see through smoke, I'd say A tier. The fact that you have to stand still is kind of troublesome sometimes, but yeah, it's A tier. Like your smokes don't go up all the time too, by the way. Also flashbangs too, it's pretty nice, and you don't have to stand still for flashbangs. Amaru's gadget, I mean, it does the job. It's B tier. It does the job, but like, you know, once you're in the building, that gadget's not gonna help you, bro. That thing is there for moral support. You know what Amaru's gadget reminds me of? It's like that meme of like, you've had a night out drinking and your keys are looking at you with licking its lips, you know? That's his gadget on 4-4 overtime, man. Goyo's gadget, dude, that thing low-key S, but it's A because it can get destroyed pretty easy. Let's speed up a little bit here. We're going pretty slow. Callie's lance and her scope. Scope's pretty nice. I mean, she's the only one with her sniper, so we'll include that with her kit. Yeah, but the scope's pretty nice. I'd say it's like A tier. I mean, it can destroy K-Claw. It's like a better Thatcher, in my opinion, because it actually breaks, and you can break other things too. It's like a better Ash Charge too. Wamai is A tier. It's the same thing. It's a little bit better than Jaeger just because you can be a little more versatile and put it through the round a little bit better. Ayana's gadget is low-key B tier. It's no different than just driving a drone into sight. Like, you can just shoot it. 5 seconds later, Ayana doesn't do anything. It is infinite though, but like, it's just, the info it gets is just, it's not too round changing. Oryx's dash, bro. God, bro. Oh my God. I mean, it's good for making rotates. It's good for knocking down shields and people. Say it's a B tier. Ace's gadget, bro. That shit S tier, man. It works anywhere. It's easy, safe. Belushi's gadget is low-key S because you have 4 of them and it throws off their cross replacement to destroy it. It soaks up utility. Just good. It's good. It's like better barbed wire. Let's go Zero. Zero's gadget, it can pierce the reinforcements, destroy as a zap. I love Zero, guys. You guys know I love Zero. You have 4 of them. I say it's like low-key A because you have 4 of them. You can put them anywhere. Fucking what's the trajectory is infinite, and yeah, it's good for destroying things mid-round too. Arudi's gadget, I'd say it's A tier. The amount of times you had to throw a drone through the gate because you have nothing left, you can reactivate it. 3 of them. It's like Malusi on doorways. Floor drone, I'd say it's A tier. If it doesn't get shot, it can destroy barbed wire, bulletproof cameras in sight. Also, you can get people out of corners too. And you have like, yeah, 4 of them. So you can take off a lot of utility and get info too. Yep. And you drive people out out of the corners too. Who would win in a fight, guys? Jaeger sitting behind a deployable shield with 5 of my gadgets, 3 ADSs, or 1 boomy boy. Thunderbird, the fact that Thunderbird heals you to full HP, but it does take a while. The buff went from like C tier to like, I'd say B tier. Maybe A tier, but like obviously like you have to run back to it. It's low-key B tier. Osa shield, I'm not gonna lie, bro, that shit B tier. It's like a C4 impact grenade magnet. Even if she is behind the shield, I mean, it's just, you literally like, she's stuck in one spot. Yeah, that shield, like if you're sitting behind it, bro, 1 impact and you are gone, bro. You're getting an impact thrown at you and you're getting Athieno snapped. Thorn's gadget, B tier. It's like a Malusi gadget, but obviously you can just avoid it a lot easier. You can also just shoot it. Thorn is C, no way. Bro, I ain't gonna cap. Like, come on, bro. Would you rather pick Thorn or Alibi? But also, like, Thorn is like, it's good information because like you could put it on doorways too, and it provides a good sound cue. It's like a glorified beeper that can potentially kill. Thorn C tier. All right, you know what? I'll let you guys vote on this one. B or C tier? Hurry up, put it up. You have 10 seconds. I'm gonna take a salmon break while we do this. Damn, I'm seeing a lot of B tier. No contest. B. Hey, B. Fine. Azami, S tier. That shit OP, bro. Not OP, but it's just a very good gadget. You can just make angles out of thin air. You have 5 of them throughout the round. Waste a lot of bullets and utility. Sense gadget. The gadget itself, guys, we're not talking about like user issue. Like the gadget itself is good. Guys, think about it. If you like just took like a few minutes to kind of think about where would a good sense place be on a certain bomb site and you did it, bro, it would work a lot better than you think. A lot of you guys just don't have round winning experience with sense. Like you can block off a whole bomb, half of the bomb site with it. You can turn it on, you can turn it off. You have 3 of them too. This is not like you just throw it in sight and you just run in to kill everyone. No, it's like you throw it in to get map control. Motherfuckers think you throw the sense gadget down and it just fucking spawns in fucking bullets and just kills everybody. No, bro, this ain't no Bloons tower defense. Oh yeah, Warden can't see through it too, which is really good. Grim's gadget, low-key. It's low-key S. I mean, it's area of the Nile. You can just shoot it like in a general direction of someone. You can use it for like blocking off map control too. I mean, it's a constant ping if you're standing in it. Solus's gadget. Honestly, it's like a B tier, I'd say. You can still see 3 times what a gadget is, but if you have like decent game sense, you can see it if it's a moving drone or if like someone's on camera outside, pair with the sound cue, you can kind of guess what it is. But yeah, like ultimately, like if you just use all your scans, like a lot of you guys use like 1 scan around. Use more scans. Brava's drone. Brava can hack literally like everything. It's low-key S tier in my opinion, but it doesn't destroy them. Aruna gates, Microcams, Legion mines, Capcan traps, Lucy gadgets, anything. Gadget wise, it's very good. Fenrir's gadget, low-key, that's probably S, bro. I mean, you lose hearing. You also lose sight, and you can barely see the gadget. It's kind of, you have to turn around, shoot the gadget, and you can also activate them as well pretty fast. You can activate them from any distance, only 2 at a time, which is still good though. You have 5 of them. Yeah, a lot of panic. It stops the enemies pretty good. And the AoE is huge. It's massive. Ram's gadget, probably S. I mean, dude, it's a fucking lawnmower that just eats up everything, and it's like safe, super safe. 3 of them, makes a lot of space. 2 browse gadget, FPS bug, S tier. Guys, it's A tier. It's A tier. Okay, so first of all, it counters all Heart Breachers except for Maverick if paired with Cade, but without Cade or Bandit, it's just kind of like, it's like PB&J without the J, you know? Also, yes, I know you can counter Ying. You can make it so you can blind yourself. It is good against shields. It can slow people down. The area of the Nile is huge. It's just missing that like that guarantee sometimes, you know? You can also run out with claymores too. I'd say it's A tier, but like with all the counters we've been seeing, I'm not gonna lie, it's A tier, guys. It's A tier. And to back myself up, I know this is not a pro list, but if you want to listen to me, this is the listen to best players in the world, too, bro.
I will say A. I think it can be S, but with the bans now, it's not really as useful if people are just banning Cade Bandit all the time.
All right, hurry up. Just spam ARS, bro. Just let's get this over with. Spam ARS. You said C tier. Fine, are you happy now? Deimos. Boom. You're already dead. Say hi to Harry from me. S tier. I know he has a lot of counters, but like, come on, it's Deimos, guys. It works everywhere. It works everywhere, guys. Come on. You have 3 of them too. Bro, listen. Okay. Yes, Mute, Vigil are safe, and 2 Brow are safe from Deimos' gadget, but they need to just go hunt his homie. It's just the information, guys. It's a live ping. It's a live ping. Even if you see them for a little bit and they run away, you still force them out of the position. All right, Scopos. Scopos is like, I'm not gonna lie, it's low-key an A tier. However, you still, even if you get a better position, you still have to like go through flying drones, still have to take it one with the enemy. It's like you kind of just get better timing. But I think she's like a B tier. Also, her gadget is pretty easy to hunt down. If you want to go upstairs, people are gonna be like, oh, Scopus is going upstairs. But like she does her job of teleporting, but it's situational. You have to be on the right map and the right bomb site. And last, we have Aurora. Aurora's gadget. She's got that, what is it? The Welcome to the Thunderdome gadget. You can box someone in there and get a Floors drone in there. Low-key, the fact that you can block off doors and all that shit. It's like a nomad too. Let's see what the pro coaches have to say. Hold on. I didn't mean to put it there. Hold on. Relax. Relax.
I don't know if this is a hot take for this last op, but
no, I think it's
S plus tier.
S plus. All right,
I think it's good, bro. It makes so many executes so easy.
Is better.
Like,
this might be a hot
Thanos
take.
tier. Thanos tier.
This might be a hot take, but it's better than Sens, and people fucking love Sens. I don't know if you've watched us play, but we are big Aurora.
Yeah, no, I've seen you guys play.
I gotta tune in.
No, I think it's S. I don't know about I like better than Sense is when I start getting a little bit iffy, but like definitely for like bank entering into the top floor, like cafe entering into small bake, or like backside, or fucking like layer executing on the bottom floor, like it's good for like almost all of those. Like not good, like it makes those possible. Like those strats don't exist without Aurora. So
although those are pro strats in ranked and like in basic play, what do y'all think? I'm low-key thinking A tier in a 5-stack setting too, but like overall Gadget in like rank 2. If placed down correctly on the right map, I think she does her job. Low key, I think she can be A tier. Jinxie C4. Guys, we're not putting Roar in C4. I low key think she's A tier. It's a castle on attack. It's just that fact that you don't have to be on the door to place it down. All right, chat. How do we think? Any changes? Any objections? The reason why I didn't put mute at S is because it's just lacking in the wall denial category. I know it's not supposed to be wall denial, but like it's just like, again, it's just Gadget intel denial. I wouldn't mind actually bumping smoke down to A just because, I mean, it's 10 seconds just for now, just because if you counter a lot of people right now, I think it's proper. We will put mute at S, and we swapped smoke down to A. This is how all the mute mains in my chat feel right now. But yeah, low-key guys, we can be here all day, but I want you guys instead go into the comments of this YouTube video if you're watching on there, and if you're in the Twitch stream, you know, we can battle it out. But this is like about a 90% accuracy in my opinion. The 10% is possible calculations I might be forgetting in my head if I were to go into a game and fine line everything. But guys, take this with a grain of salt. If you disagree with anything on this list, my authority, just because I'm playing the game longer and, you know, I know more than you, I'm better than you, got more kills than you, higher on the scoreboard than you, have a better trend game charm than you, doesn't always mean my list is better. But however, take it with a grain of salt. Play the game how you want. But anyways, guys, that's my list for here. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.